One afternoon, Rima found an old piece of paper with strange symbols on it. Curious, she asked her father. He smiled and said, "These are numbers from Mesopotamia, a civilization that lived 4,000 years ago in present day Iraq." This made Rima wonder, since when have humans been counting? What did they count? How did they write numbers before? Let's explore the fascinating story of numbers. Why did humans need numbers? Even in the Stone Age, humans needed numbers. A hunter needed to know how many arrows he had. A shepherd needed to count his sheep. Farmers counted sacks of grain. People wanted to track the days of the month or the seasons for farming. But the numbers we use today, 0 to 9, were not always there. The Indian contribution. The numbers we use today began in ancient India. Ancient texts like the Yajurveda Sanhita used names such as Eka, 1, Dasha, 10, Shata, 100, and Sahasra, 1000. Around 2000 years ago, Indians started writing numbers using digits 0 to 9. The Bakshali manuscript, 3rd century CE, even shows 0 written as a dot. The mathematician Aryabhatta, 499 CE, explained how to use this system for big calculations like astronomy. This system traveled to the Arab world around 800 CE, where scholars like Al-Khwarizmi and Al-Kindi worked on it. Then to Europe around 1100 CE. At first, people preferred Roman numerals, but merchants and scientists found the Indian system much easier. That's why today, everywhere in the world, we use the Hindu-Arabic system of numerals. Early ways of counting. Before our modern system, people used many creative methods, like using objects. If a shepherd had 20 sheep, he would keep 20 pebbles in a pouch. When sheep went out to graze, he took out one pebble for each. In the evening, he checked. If one pebble was left, it meant a sheep was missing. This method is called one-to-one mapping. The next is using tally marks. People scratched lines on bones, wood, or cave walls. One line is equal to one object. For 5 objects, they drew 4 straight lines and a cross line like this. This made counting big numbers easier to read at a glance. The Lebombo bone, 44,000 years old, has 29 notches, possibly for the days in a lunar month. The Ishango bone, 20,000 years old, has notches grouped like a calendar, maybe the first record of mathematics. Another method was Roman numerals. Romans used letters. I is equal to 1, V is equal to 5, X is equal to 10, L is equal to 50, C is equal to 100, D is equal to 500, M is equal to 1000. For example, 27 is equal to XXVII, 10 plus 10 plus 5 plus 1 plus 1. 2024 is equal to MMXXIV. But try multiplying XXVII times 12, 27 times 12, it becomes very messy. That's why Romans used tools like the abacus. Moving on to the topic, some special number systems. Counting on body parts. In Papua New Guinea, people used fingers, elbows, and even shoulders to count up to 27 without writing anything. Counting in twos. The Gumulgal people of Australia used a base 2 system. 3 was shown as 2 plus 1. 6 was 2 plus 2 plus 2. Interestingly, some African and South American tribes had the same idea, even though they had never met. The idea of a base. A base is the number you group things by. Egyptian system, base 10. The Egyptians grouped numbers in tens. For 1 a line vertical bar. For 10 a symbol like a rope coil. For 100 a lotus flower. For 1000 a finger. So, 324 is equal to 3 lotus flowers, 100s, plus 2 rope coils, 10s, plus 4 lines, 1s. Base 5 example. If we use base 5 instead of base 10, 1, 5, 25, 125. To write 143, take 125, 1 time, 125. Add 5 3 times 125 plus 15 equals 140. Add 3 ones 143. This shows how different bases work. Computers today. Our modern computers use base 2, binary. Only 2 digits, 0 and 1. For example, the number 5 in binary is written as 101. Place value system. The next big idea was place value, where the value of a digit depends on its position. Example. In 426, 6 is equal to 1's place is equal to 6. 2 is equal to 10's place is equal to 20. 4 is equal to 100's place is equal to 400. So, 426 is equal to 400 plus 20 plus 6. The Mesopotamians used a base 60 place value system. That's why we still have 60 minutes in an hour and 360 degrees in a circle. The final step, 0. The greatest invention was 0. Without 0, we couldn't write numbers like 1005 or 205. 0 made large calculations simple and gave us a complete system. Conclusion. The story of numbers is really the story of human progress. From sticks and stones, to tally marks, to Roman and Egyptian symbols, to Mesopotamian place value, and finally, the Indian system with 0. This journey took thousands of years. And today, when you write even a simple number like 2025, you are using an invention that the whole world depends on. We hope that you have understood the topic. You can now study chapter notes, watch video lectures and solve MCQ tests of this chapter on EduRev to ensure you score well in your school exams. And that's not all. You also get amazing courses for maths, science, English, Hindi, and much more for class 8. Thank you.